This is Bishop Dr. Truman Burst. Master Herbalist, coming to you from Good Shepherd Ministries.
Welcome to Discoveries in Health. If you have a question or a comment or a suggestion or a topic or any of the above, please press your star key 2 times and join us and ask your question or make your comment. And I see that
diverticulosis.
Okay, let's see. Here we have our first topic. You said stenosis?
No, diverticulosis.
Oh, diverticulosis. Ah, okay, yes.
Bleeding.
All right, so we're gonna talk about diverticulosis, folks, and I'm going to go ahead and mute that mic so we don't get an echo, and that will be our first topic. But welcome to Discoveries in Health. This is a discussion where you get to press your star key 2 times and ask questions and make comments and join the broadcast. And our first topic we're going to talk about and spend some time on is diverticulosis. And do you have another topic there in area code 336 or a question?
Yes, inflammation and mucus of vessels.
Inflammation and mucus. So we're talking about lung, a problem with lungs, because and where is the inflammation? In the lungs, in the throat? Where's the inflammation?
Just period.
General inflammation.
Yes, sir.
Okay, inflammation and mucus. We're already getting some topics here. This is great. I love it. And inflammation, mucus, and we're going to talk about diverticulosis. So let's get started. Okay. Welcome. We're already moving fast here today, and that's great. So let's get going. We want to talk about diverticulosis. And let's go up here and open up a tab. Okay, let's go over here and let's see what the community thinks about diverticulosis. Diverticulosis. Did I get it? Diverticulosis. And we want. Okay, let's go REMEDY. Okay, we're doing a little research on the fly right here. This is how it's done, and we look at the various references. What the community, the health community, knows, or what they think they know about diverticulosis. You know, there's I'm gonna pick a reputable source of information, and we're going to talk about it. And I'm still searching through here. I want a very reputable, and I haven't found one here there we go. That's fat foods, and the reason why is it's not. Okay, let's try it this way. Okay, give it a little more. Let's do it that way. Now, this is what I'm looking for. Hold on while I pull up this information about diverticulosis. And let's see what this one says. This looks like a pretty good source. And it's talking about what diverticulosis is, because that's where we need to start, is an understanding of it. And when you're talking about diverticulosis, you're talking about inflammation, because that is inflammation of the diverticula, which are the little sacs that form in the walls of the intestines. And the presence of these sacs is known as diverticulosis. And it's affecting more than half of Americans over the age of 60. Diverticulosis is thought to result from an abnormal pressure in the colon. And the pressure causes pouches of intestinal lining, pouches of the intestinal lining to protrude. They protrude through the intestinal wall and form diverticula. In about 10 to 25% of individuals with diverticulosis, the diverticulosis becomes inflamed, and the diverticulosis occurs. The natural remedies for diverticulosis, they are this is alternative medicine, which actually the first medicine was natural remedies. So really the alternative medicine is the poison chemical drugs that are making people sick, keeping people sick, and even killing people. That's really the alternative medicine. This is the real, original, natural remedies invented by the Most High. And that's why they work. And that's why the others really don't. They, at best, are a Band-Aid that causes problems in the future. But let's look at some of the things that can help diverticulosis. One of them is called glucomannan. As I drink some water here. Glucomannan. Now, glucomannan, according to a study published in 2006, is a combination of soluble fiber, like glucomannan, and poorly absorbed antibiotics like rifaximin may produce the best results, according to one study. And when it comes to relieving symptoms and preventing acute diverticulitis, glucomannan is a soluble, bulk-forming fiber derived from the root of the cognac plant, a plant that grows in Asia. So another one is psyllium. And in some cases, doctors recommend taking psyllium seed husk powder 1 to 3 times daily in order to treat diverticulosis. Now, so those are a couple of the remedies. Now, one of the greatest herbs for diverticulosis that I've used is slippery elm bark. Just getting a pound of slippery elm bark powder and putting it into some warm water, stir it up and get that down is so soothing and so healing to the stomach. You'll find that that's very, very valuable. I want to look here at this fiber. The fiber that I invented is made with psyllium husks, chlorella, spirulina, barley grass, wheatgrass, all very nourishing and healing. So, and wheatgrass It even has some acidophilus in there for the correct bacteria. And it's a non-dairy acidophilus. And this powder that I invented 40 years ago. Marshmallow root powder, which is very healing and soothing to the stomach. Echinacea root, wild yam, Atlantic kelp, shepherd's purse, which stops bleeding. There it is. Slippery elm bark powder, and even green kamut and bentonite clay. And that is the perfect solution. When you combine all of those together, the bentonite clay detoxifies. It's such a great detoxifier that if you look up the health disorder called MRSA, MRSA, you'll see that the substance that actually heals it is bentonite clay. Will get rid of MRSA, and that's how powerful that is. It's a detoxer. But when you put all those together, and by the way, it's one thing to know about what it is. And let me give you the number, the stock number of Truman's fiber with bentonite clay. I get nothing from it. I invented this, but I don't get anything from it because if I did, that would offend the government. The FDA doesn't want herbalists to make any money doing any of these things. I invented 14,000 natural remedies. I don't get a penny from any of it. The only thing I get is a donation for the work that I do. And I help so many people that can't give me a donation. I got $150 in December. And then in January, I had a person that gave me a donation that was large enough that I finally was able to turn my trash back on after 2 months because it was beginning to pile up and I couldn't pay the bill. But I need donations, folks, to keep going here. And you can make a donation when you go on that herbalhealthreview.com and you click on common conditions and you see all these reports. And one of them will be make lifestyle changes. And in the Make Lifestyle Changes report, you're going to see how to clean the liver and how to, and it's going to mention this number 4837, Truman's fiber with bentonite clay. It's going to mention it in that report because that's part of the perfect health plan. Anybody looking for the perfect diet, the perfect health plan? It's created. And it's there on herbalhealthreview.com under common conditions, right there at the top in the middle. If you look for it there, you'll see it. And that is that's that's where we go with this is this diverticulosis, and because the causes of diverticulosis are unknown. They don't know what's causing it. It's thought that the following may increase your risk of diverticulosis if you're not eating enough fiber. If you're eating a low fiber diet, that could cause diverticulosis. Straining. If you're straining to have a bowel movement, if there's constipation. And what is constipation? Constipation is when you flush the toilet and it does not break up in a cloud, then you're constipated. You need that bowel movements need to be so soft, it breaks up in a cloud. And you do that because there's a kit where you can get the special fiber and a colon and liver cleansing liquid that will help you to have an easy bowel movement. And make sure you're taking calcium and magnesium and maybe even some extra magnesium citrate. And so in order for my body to work perfectly, I've got to have 3 calcium and magnesiums at bedtime, plus an extra magnesium citrate capsule. Now, Even though I'm getting way up in there in years, I don't have any cramps, and if I don't do this, I have cramps in my legs, and they ache, and my bowel movements are a little bit sluggish. But this keeps my bowel movements perfect by having those three calcium and magnesium number 2455 nice bones formula and I'll tell you where to get all these. I'm not going to talk about something you can't get. You can go directly to the manufacturer. Don't go to your health food store to get this. Go directly to this manufacturer. That's the one that has all the products and creates them. And then I created them. Then they manufacture them, and I get nothing from it. And I work by donation alone. Make sure and give me a donation over there on the herbalhealthreview.com website. It has to be on that website. Any other website, I won't get it. herbalhealthreview.com. And the phone number you want to call for any of these products we're talking about is 541-791-8400. Any of the products we're talking about, you can get free consultations, you can get a discount, and you can get the real product from the real manufacturer. Call them. The telephone number, 541-791-8400. And I get nothing from it. That's it. That's just the way this is. But if I did, then I wouldn't be here. So I need to be here. It's more important. This isn't about the money. This is about the Most High. This is about comforting people. This is about comforting people, including the poor who can't give me a donation. It's about comforting them as well, and everyone else. That's what this ministry is about. And that's why I'm here. So that is what you wanted to know. You've got to make sure you get a little bit of exercise. Because if you don't drink half your body weight in ounces of water or liquids, and I'm talking about quality liquids, water, juice, tea, not too much juice either. That's a lot of sugar. So let's go for more water, more tea, more liquids, soup, in the diet, so that you're getting. If you weighed 200 pounds, you want half your body weight in ounces. That would be 100. If you weighed 200 pounds, you'd want 100 ounces of water daily. Half your body weight in ounces of water or liquids, of quality liquids daily. And that's what it takes to have a healthy liver and healthy kidneys, and to be able to have no diverticulosis. And then get that number 4837, a special fiber powder, and start out with maybe a teaspoon or a tablespoon, and just gradually increase it. Find out what soothes the bowel, and put it with your favorite juice. Make sure that juice isn't too acidic, let's get some of that 4837 fiber powder called special fiber. And then to keep the bowel movements loose, you're in charge. It's number 1078 CAC colon and liver cleanser. Now you can get a tea if you really have hard bowel movements, and maybe you're not even having a bowel movement every 2 or 3 days or something, or longer. Some people have constipation, and if you do, and if you're not having soft bowel movements every single day, and you're not cleaning out real easy, that where you flush the toilet, it breaks up in a cloud, then you have constipation, and that takes an herbal tea to rehabilitate the bowel back to work again. And there is one. This is called number 4110. Yeah, number 4110 CAC tea. The CAC is like Charlie Apple Charlie. CAC TEA. And that CAC tea, colon and liver cleanser tea, that will get rid of constipation. You take whatever 1 cup, 2 cups, 3 cups a day, and it makes those bowel movements soft. It increases the peristaltic tone of the colon, so that finally the colon is able to move things through it again, and it puts it back to work. And after a while, if you use 2 cups, then you only need 1 cup. Then you need half a cup. Then you don't need it anymore because the bowel goes back to work. See, these things that I'm talking about aren't things you take the rest of your life. These are things you take until the body goes back to work and does its own job and doesn't need them anymore. And that's how they work. That's how natural remedies work. A lot of people are used to drugs where you have to take them more and more and more and more the rest of your life. That's not the way with natural remedies. But there it is. That is, and I hope I haven't lost anyone there while I talked about diverticulitis. The other thing you want to do is look at that Make Lifestyle Changes diet, and because it's going to give you it's going to give you a power drink that you can digest, that will give you so much energy and so much nutrition that you'll be able to do anything you want because you'll have that much energy, and that's what I do every day. As I use that Make Lifestyle Changes diet. Okay, now we talked about, and it included inflammation. That's one way to reduce inflammation, if it's inflammation in the stomach. Now, if you have inflammation throughout the body, which was what this gentleman mentioned, that was just plain inflammation, then that's turmeric. Turmeric. As I take a drink of water, it's time to sip some water here. That's great. Okay. And I think I may have some of the grandchildren visiting me at the moment. I'm going to close this door so I don't have that echo. So hold on, stay with me. There we go. There we go. That's better. See, now I'm back. I just had to close the door. I have 5 great granddaughters that live nearby, and they visit frequently. And I think some of them are here now. They come in after school now, and so that's diverticulosis. But we talked about something else. Well, first of all, let's go and let's take a look at that CAC. Let's go to betterhealthherbs.com and look at those products we talked about. Okay, we talked about you can call on the phone to order those products. You can talk to them there. They give free consultations. They make sure that the products work. You found a friend that will help you through the diverticulosis until you don't have it anymore. And that's 541-791-8400. Now, let's go take a look at their website and look at those 2 products. It's one thing. Let's do a real good job here. And now I'm looking at their website. That's betterhealthherbs.com. And I'm clicking on our store. We're going to go to their store. We can click on there too. It'll take us there. Now I've got 2 of their stores open same time. That's all right. I'll close one of them. Now let's go down. There's a quick find box. I like that quick find box because I don't have to remember all the numbers. I just type in CAC. That's the name of the product. So I'm going to click on. Now I'm going to search for CAC, colon and liver cleanser. Okay. All right. Now I've got, they've got cacao. I didn't know they had cacao. They even have cacao liquid. That's chocolate. Wow. I know where I'm going to get my chocolate next time. Let me see how much it is. Because I like chocolate in my power drink. I got a power drink here, and it's the recipe that's on Make Lifestyle Changes on the herbalhealthreview.com, and I put cacao in it. Ooh, $6 and $12. Okay, $6. What size? What do I get for $6? Whoa, really? Quarter of a pound for $6? Half a pound of 16 ounces of cacao for $12? That's a good deal. That's where I'm getting my cacao next time, because I've been paying a lot more than that. That is pure cacao. You used to couldn't get it. Now you can. Wonderful. Okay, so now let's go back over to that CAC. I got a little carried away here. I'm always finding new products on their website, betterhealthherbs.com. And where am I at here? Oh, there's that CACT. Oh, wait a minute here. Wait a minute. That's a whole bunch of new stuff on here. Well, wow. So that's throwing that off, isn't it? Oh, there it is. Cleansing program. Oh, it's dry. I don't want the dry one. I want the wet one. Oh, cleansing program liquid. Okay, we're making sure that it's got the 4837 fiber. I want that fiber with bentonite clay in it. And you get them both for, what was that, $52. You can get them both all together. Where's the fiber? Okay, be sure and ask for the fiber with the bentonite clay. Okay, but anyway, because I don't see it there. It used to come up. Where is it? Fiber cleanse and detoxify kit. Is that it? Okay. Then there's a cleanse and detoxify kit. I'm looking at all they've got so many things here, and you get these kits. You get them together, you save money. So this one even comes with enzymes. So for digestion, which is good, because with diverticulosis, you're not digesting very well. So there you got a colon and liver cleansing liquid, the super enzymes, and the fiber, but it's not the one with bentonite clay, because the one with bentonite clay is number 4837, and this is 4835. So you have to call them on the phone and tell them to put the other one up on the website, and to give you the one with bentonite clay. And that's it. That's the cleansing kit, and that's how you do it. Now let's go back over here and go back into. I know what I wanted to do. Now the next thing we want to look at is we want to look at turmeric. But let's go to the other website. Let's go to herbalhealthreview.com, because we're making a video of this, folks, and you're going to be able to have this video and all this information with screen capture, and you're looking at what I'm looking at in the video, and you can do that within a week. About a week after this broadcast, then my grandson-in-law Gary, he puts up the videos up on betterhealthherbs.com and on herbalhealthreview.com. It's up on herbalhealthreview.com. That's where all the videos are. herbalhealthreview.com. And I'm going over there now, and I am logging in. Okay, and okay, getting all my login information. Okay, and now I'm having to log back in, and I'm logging in. So I'm going back on herbalhealthreview.com, and I'm going to look at the information, because I'm going to show you another thing about that website that we haven't shown you before. And that is, there's a search engine on herbalhealthreview.com. And up here in the right-hand corner, if I type, I want to type something. Okay, there you go. I just want to type something in there. and it's not letting me. Come on. Let me do that. All right, I'm going to have to go from here back to visit the site. I'm not able to get into the search engine for some reason or another. It's blocking me out. And I do want to. This is what I want to do. Let's see if it'll let me do it. Okay, maybe it will. All right, so now I'm trying to type in something in the search engine, but it's not letting me do it. So that's interesting. That's the first time that's ever happened. I'm learning new things about this website. I have to log out in order to go into the search engine. I can't do it from the admin. All right, so I just want to go there without any of that. We'll just go there like this. And I'm moving around in here a little bit, folks. Stay with me. We're going for turmeric. And now I'm in TURMERIC. Let's see what Herbal Health Review in their search engine up in the right hand corner. It talks about turmeric, turmeric root, and it's anti-inflammatory. It's antibacterial. It's anticoagulant. It's antifungal. It's antiviral. It's an antibiotic. It's an antioxidant. It's loaded with calcium. It has iron, manganese, and phosphorus and potassium. And it has a lot of vitamins B1 and B2 and B3 and vitamin C and zinc. And let's take a little closer look at turmeric root. And its botanical name is Curcuma longa. And so it's one of the greatest anti-inflammatories known to mankind. It's nice to have a glass of water in the morning with a little lemon in it and take some turmeric root. And when you do that, it uptakes the calcium and the iron, the manganese, the phosphorus, potassium, zinc, and all those B vitamins and C. It uptakes it. And you get it much faster, much better. They work together. And it's anti-inflammatory. It's been used as a digestive aid. Turmeric has been used in fevers, infections, dysentery, intestinal parasites, arthritis, jaundice, and liver problems. It fights free radicals. It inhibits platelet aggregation. It aids in circulation. It lowers cholesterol levels. And it improves blood vessels throughout the body. And it has also been used to fight cancerous tumors, Crohn's disease, HIV, low back pain, rheumatoid arthritis, ulcerative colitis, atherosclerosis, and bursitis, and yes, diverticulitis as well. It's an anti-inflammatory. It puts out the fire. It gets rid of the pain. So, yeah, that's one of the greatest. You want to get it as a powder, put it into power drinks. You get it and make tea out of it. And get it as an herbal tincture extract. And it's fantastic. It is a pain-relieving anti-inflammatory. So turmeric root, yeah, it's wonderful. I wanted you to know that there is that search engine, and the tincture of turmeric root is number 3890. The bulk powder is number 5890, 5890. So that, and again, the telephone number to reach Health and Herbs in Albany, Oregon to talk to them about turmeric powder, turmeric root, tincture, give them a call. 541-791-8400. So that talks about inflammation. And as far as mucus, let's address mucus. A lot of people have too much mucus. When you do that colon and a liver cleanser. Oh, we've got Doc Miles on the line there, don't we?
Yes, sir.
Welcome, Doc. We had a couple of
Hey,
questions.
buddy. Okay.
Yeah, we were talking about diverticulosis, and we were talking about inflammation and mucus. So,
Okay.
what's your take on how to get rid of that mucus?
Well, I have a cream that you take like two teaspoons a day, like one in the morning, one at night. It's curcumin, and it's very, very tasty. And then I have that, of course, that fiber, and I have a product called IPS. We can't call it IBS, we call it IPS, and that helps the bowel to settle down, And between the three of them, that's when it gets rid of all that mucus and phlegm and all that kind of stuff in the colon, and it settles down that gut. So it's pretty cool.
Yes, definitely. We're both doing the same thing. I'm using the colon and liver cleansing liquid and the special fiber with bentonite clay, and then then the curcumin, the turmeric. Also, the common name is turmeric, botanical name curcumin. And Doc calls it curcumin, and I'm an herbalist, so I call it turmeric.
So I have turmeric. I have turmeric capsules, but the curcumin is loaded with the turmeric, and it's got other stuff in there too, but it helps with inflammation big time. I've got a patient right down the road from me here that the medical doctors are just about to kill him, and they put him on all kinds of drugs. So I said, "Man, this stuff's gonna kill you." And he said, "I think so." And I said, "The stacked drugs, you gotta get rid of it because you'll end up with Alzheimer's." I've seen the medical study, but they're holding it back because they don't want people to know. And so he said, "I want to flush that down the toilet." And I said, "Well, it's a good thing you got a septic tank because I don't want it in the water supply."
Right.
But anyway, I put him on my natural lip support that Brittany makes up for me, and I put him on a special Isiac tea that has a lot of catch-crawl and all kinds of stuff, plus the curcumin. And in a week, he felt like a different person. He still has a back problem, and they're going to do an MRI, but he could move around. The only thing, he couldn't at first. I mean, his muscles were deteriorated. Everything was going crazy because they had him on tramadol for pain, which destroys the muscle tissue and the joints. And then they had him on the statin drugs, and I said, both of these are dangerous. You got to get off of them. So he got off of them, and now this has been about 2 weeks that I've been, addressing him, and it's amazing how much better he feels. He said, "I still got my back pain, but when they do the MRI, then I will know, what's going on, whether or not, something is crushed or, whatever, because they can't tell it till they do an MRI. But the only thing that's wrong with it now is just that back pain. But it's easing up a little bit because of what I have put him on. I even put him on some of my joint support, which is really good stuff too, because it's got MSM, which is the body's natural sulfur to lubricate the joints.
Okay,
so a lot of people buy glucosamine Condortin, and they say that'll fix it.
Okay,
No, that doesn't fix it. You have to have other anti-inflammatories in there, as well as turmeric. And that's what my joint stuff is, and it's just powerful stuff. I gave it to my old black lab that lives outside, and he couldn't hardly walk. He couldn't hardly get up, and he would just, when he'd go down the steps, he'd just drag his back feet. And now he's out there chasing cats again. And he said, "Oh, yeah, I got probably 25 barn cats out there, and he loves to chase those cats." But it got to the point he couldn't even do that. He'd just look at them.
Oh no!
Now, 120-pound black lab that's over 10 years old. He's out there running around like a puppy dog, and I'm so pleased because I treat him just like I would myself. Because he's got a heart, and he's got a liver, and he's got a kidneys, he's got all these other things just like we do, but it's just a little bit different. Because a lot of the drugs they give people, they have the same drugs for veterinarians, and they just give them a little smaller dose. It's basically the same system. They have a digestive system, they have hydrochloric acid in the stomach lining like we're supposed to have. But with our GMO altered foods, we don't. So we got to cut down all this inflammation that we have in the tissues and the joints. And, between you and I, we can get it done. We do it every day.
Yes, sir. We definitely do. Are you hearing me okay now?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, good. Because I had to mute my mic, and sometimes when I mute it and then I unmute it and so forth, I wind up muting it, and then I'm talking to myself, and that's no fair. But anyway, yeah, okay.
Well, when you get our age, we do talk to ourselves once in a while, but that's okay. That's normal.
Oh yeah, it's some of the answers I get. That's what I.
Yeah, sometimes I don't like my own answers, but
so
okay, that's
yeah,
life. Part of the life that we live.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. So that really addresses the mucus issue and the inflammation issue, that curcumin and so those of you who don't have Doc's telephone number, let me see if I can pull that over here. I can do that. Hold on, Doc. I know your number. I do. I know. 512-868-9867. That's Doc Miles, who's about 25 miles outside of Austin, Texas. So anybody in the Austin, Texas area around there, you want to know that this is the go-to naturopathic doctor. People go to him from all over the world, but people that are fortunate enough to be in the Austin, Texas area, well, then you just call him up on the telephone and make an appointment and go see him. 512-868-9867. He has a clinic there in the Austin, Texas area. 512-868-9867. And we always love it that he's willing to come and share information and make sure that everybody's getting helped and getting this kind of information. So that's a wonderful thing, and I want to tell you how much I appreciate that, Doc.
Well, I appreciate it myself. I'm helping a lot of people from the radio show, which is a good thing. I've got several patients out in Georgia and in California and Texas too. A lot of them in Central Texas, and they're calling in every now and then and say, "Hey, I need you to run my blood work, and I'll fax it to you." So I give them a fax number, and every day I hear from at least one person from the radio show, which is really cool. Because people are really wanting some answers, man. I mean, they're hungry for education, and that's what you and I do. We educate the people on how to take better care of themselves and get over their debilitating issues that the doctors just can't touch because they don't study 5 minutes of nutrition, so they don't have a clue. They say, "Oh, that product doesn't work," like I have that Trofia, from India, and I help several dozens and dozens and dozens of patients reverse macular degeneration. And they'd go back 4, 5, 6 months later to their eye doctor, and he said, "Oh, we made a mistake. You don't have macular degeneration." "No, I went to Dr. Miles, and I got this product." He said, "No." He said, "I don't believe that. Nothing works. You can't reverse macular degeneration." So they changed their whole chart.
Yeah.
That's
that.
happened dozens of times. It's happened.
We get that all the time. You get that, and I get that a lot with diabetes. People will say, "How long do I have to stay on all these herbs the rest of my life?" And the answer is no. As a matter of fact, what happens is you take these herbs, you take these diets, and you and do some of these things and get serious about it, because some people, they think that it's okay to just take one dose when they really should be taking three, and that's not working. But people who will
Right.
take the periodic dose, morning, noon, and night, of certain things, and do and walk the walk and do the talk, and they only have to do it for 3 to 6 weeks before they see great results. All of a sudden, all their numbers drop, and they go back to their doctor, and they have them, they're tested, and then the doctor says, you don't have diabetes anymore. Then they call up their endocrinologist, and the endocrinologist says, oh, you always have to take your medicine. You have to continue. Of course, there is no such thing as a cure for diabetes. And that just isn't so, because then they go back and they tell their doctor, I don't have it. And they then have to tell the endocrinologist, I'm not going to take any more shots. Even if I've taken them for 10 years, I'm not going to do it anymore. And it works. They don't need it. They don't have to continue taking a whole bunch of herbs or vitamins or anything else, but they do have to nourish their body, try to get, you gotta, let's face it, you do need enough sleep. You do need enough nutrition. You need to reduce the stress as much as possible. All of these things are
Right.
very important, right, Doc?
That's right. Once they get the pancreas working properly, they just maintain it simply by taking certain things and not a big, massive dose, just maintaining it. Okay? Because it's the maintenance thing that keeps us going. If you don't maintain your vehicle, you're going to run out of gas. Your tires are going to get low. You haven't changed your oil in 5 years. Well, that car's not going to run very long.
No.
It's just the way it works, because you got to maintain the car so you can get around. Well, the body's the same thing. Years ago, they didn't have cars. They had horses and wagons and stuff like that, and they walked a lot. I mean, they walked, all the way across Texas, which is the biggest state you've ever seen. But it took them a long time to do it. But they walked and they walked and they walked, because walking is one of the best exercises that people can do. You don't have to get out there and run and beat your skeleton up. You just need to walk.
Yeah, this is
Because
true.
it moves the lymphatics, and it helps the heart to pump stronger, and so on and so forth, because you elevate the pulse rate just a little bit, and that helps to move the circulation. So there's so many ways to deal with problems that people have today, but if they listen to the medical doctors, they're going to end up putting themselves in the grave. I mean, that's just crazy. You just can't do that.
No, your body does not operate on chemicals. It does operate on nutrition.
That's right. Because when you take these drugs that they're giving people, the body says, "Tilt, we don't want this anymore." That's like the antibiotics. All of a sudden, we got all these superbugs, and the antibiotics aren't touching it. But you take some natural antibiotics, which you have some and I have some, and it changes. The body says, "Oh, we can use this," and it gets rid of the infection. But with the superbugs, it's just not working with these amoxicillin and penicillin and all this kind of stuff they've been using for years and years and years, because the body becomes immune to it, because it's a chemical. It doesn't want it anymore. So the body is not made up of drugs. It's made up of natural nutrients, period. Minerals, water, etc., and good balanced diets. That's what we all have to turn to. And we have to be very diligent with it at all times. Because if you run out of gas because you didn't put gas in your car, you're going to be on the side of the road. If you don't eat properly and drink enough water, you're going to be down and out, and, what's going to happen to you?
There you go.
Right?
That's right, Doc.